Who dat? Is that Tim Fader? I think it might be Tim Fader. Where are we? Hints, out the door. Out the cumulus clouds and pretty Christmas tree right there. We are in Jay, Vermont, where it is warmer this morning than it was when we went to sleep last night. Oh, somebody's got a snow stake right over here. Let's go check it out. So not all the snow melted with that most dynamic front last week when we went from 61 to 2 degrees. And the snow depth down here below the ski area is just about 10 inches. And we are situated between peace and love, faders and earlies. It's Hope on the Slopes weekend. Let's go check out the resort and pick up the passes. Pretty interesting. In the west side of the trees have snow all stuck to them from that windy front the other night when it went from rain to sideways snow. My goal was to be beside a resort this morning and out the door. Yes, it's 37 degrees, and who do I see immediately? Old friend from Cape Cod. What's your name, where you're from?
Kyle Merrill from Brewster.
From Brewster, okay.
Yeah,
and where are we now?
We're at Jay Peak today.
What brings you from Cape Cod to Jay Peak? Dumb question, right?
Yeah, dumb question. Yeah, the skiing's great. Hopefully they got enough snow. I know they got hit hard with some wind and rain, right?
Yeah.
But we got a group of students from Riverview School that we brought up today on a big overnight trip for a couple days. So we'll ski today and tomorrow. Hoping the rain doesn't show up till about 4 o'clock today.
All right, I'll work on that. That's great. So you're making memories for the young people.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's great.
Yeah, we got kids like 16 to 22 here.
All right. I'm going to try and find you on the mountain and say hello and ski with you.
You'll be tough to miss us.
All right, talk to you.
All right, we'll see you.
Actually, one of my goals, not only to get the pass, but provisions. Got to get some coffee. Try and get up there by 9 o'clock if possible. A lot of editing. A lot of moving parts here. And do the weather. Out the door. Let's go in the door, get some coffee. Sure. Pass comes with a cookie. You're going to love it. The J way. Let's go out the door and do some weather and more. It's really not the best news. I guess the best news is that we hung on this week and we still have snow on the ground. And it's warm enough, about maybe 37 degrees. We did freeze up last night, but it's softening really quickly. So it looks like a great day. Or at least a great morning. Anyway, some really interesting clouds. Once again, signs from the sky. Those are waves. Almost look like Kelvin Holtzbolt. Is that how you say that? Waves in the sky. You can see the waves everywhere. There's a good amount of shear wind up in the sky now coming in from the west and southwest. The backside of that cold pulling out so fast. Always got to watch the backside of these highs. It looked like a single system moving slowly a few days ago. Now it's broken into a couple of different ones that are moving quickly. And rain, a wall of water, is advancing into New England right this very minute. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be warm enough for rain even up near the summit. Maybe a little bit of snow and sleet mixed in late in the day. Less than 2/10 of an inch of rain coming into the Northeast Kingdom here, Vermont. And then you get towards Boston. And last night, the NAM actually printed out more than an inch. Now it's looking like a ½ inch. So this is the first of about 5 low pressure systems coming out of the Bahamas or the Gulf of Mexico, or both, over the next 10 days. It's one after another. Those storms into California, mostly going into Canada, but little offshoots are going across the deep south, and those are the seeds being planted for these very looking wet now systems coming in. So let's cover today. There's the green. I think maybe I already did this. The green and the rain, not much snow coming in. And now let's just go. I got to get up there in the mountains. So let's just cut to the chase with the lower 48. Tomorrow, if we can shake the inversion here at Jay and the sun comes out, we are going to be 55 degrees. So that's a pretty much change to what I wrote yesterday about maybe the 40s. Anyhow, spring skiing, and this snow is going to be melting quickly. Fortunately, the dew point's not that high, so at least, you know, it's not going to melt as readily. With a lower dew point, you can cool off at night, so it's not like a thaw here. We will cool off each night. Perfect maple sugaring weather. All right, so the lower 48, sorry. Coming in on Tuesday, here comes another one. Look at that thing wrapped up now a lot further west and north than we had it yesterday. So the guidance is showing zero consistency, but the tendency has been for wetter and wetter systems coming in. And that is ahead of what we've been talking about, a Wednesday, Thursday cold front. So that comes and goes. Rain all the way up to the Canadian border again. Tuesday, election day, maybe dry in the morning. It's Super Tuesday. A lot of states are voting. And then Wednesday, kind of in between. Here comes another one out of the southeastern states. That's coming in Wednesday night, Thursday. Now it's getting colder. So now we have rain changing to snow from north to south during the day. Thursday, and then Friday kind of in between. And here comes another one out of the Gulf of Mexico, Saturday night and Sunday. And now the colder air is in place, and the guidance has all been kind of talking about this, that next weekend we could be looking at a more traditional March type storm with rain at the coast and snow up here in the mountains. And several of the runs of the guidance actually had that rain snow line right down to the south coast. So obviously these tracks are going to change. So 5 systems in the next 10 days. Boy, is this action-packed. Next every 48 hours, we're going to have a system coming at us. Gotta watch your back around here. A lot going on. And so you want to see how much QPF, that's quantitative precipitation, all liquid. If it was all rain, it looks like 2 to 4 inches of precipitation across New England, but it's not going to be all rain. Some of this is going to be snow, especially the latter half of the week. The second 2 of the 4 or 5 coming at us over the next 10 days should have snow. So here's the coast-to-coast snow. I saw California. I couldn't get the 72-hour totals, but in the last 24 hours, Donner Pass picked up 20 inches. So there goes that snow coming out, and mostly going off to the north into Canada. And then it's late in the week there, about Thursday or so. Now you're starting to see the snow accumulate in New England, and it looks like it may try and come all the way down into southern New England by next weekend. So we've had so many incarnations of winter this season. A lot of us thought there wouldn't even be any snow on the ground right here, right now. Now they don't put snow guns on at the pool. So this is all natural snow right here. And hopefully we'll still have some of it a week from now. And it does turn colder there. Day 10 or so, another cold wave coming in. And something kind of interesting, I don't know if I want to show this, but all right, here's the J peak 14-day estimate. And see that temperature is 60 on Monday, and not too much precipitation. And now let's look at Boston's 14-day. Oh my goodness. It's colder with rain just about every day. So colder perhaps in Boston this next at least 3 to 5 days than up here in northern Vermont. Wow, just love watching waves in the sky. Hardly any wind down near the ground, a lot of wind up in the sky, and that's sheer, and that causes the clouds to roll. And it's going to be a fascinating day. Hope on the Slopes weekend. A lot of my friends, cancer survivors, and we're raising money and awareness and having fun with survivors and looking always for a further cure for cancer. Someday we're going to get that. All right, a little and more. The ride up yesterday, just kind of looking out the window, waiting to see some snow on the ground, and it happened just about sunset near the lakes of New Hampshire. All right, talk to you. Pretty interesting, all those cirrus clouds and cirrocumulus all evaporated. So that was just the leading band way out ahead of the system. Headed north, leaving much later than I wanted. No ice fishing down there, mostly water. That famous pond at the curve, famous to me anyway. Going north out of Manchester into Hooksett at sunset on the first day of meteorological spring. Concord, New Hampshire. Okay, I think that's good for and more today. It'll be dark, there'll be snow on the ground, and you'll know where I am already when I get there. So, talk to you tomorrow, which is actually the day after tomorrow from today. Oh, look at this wooden boat. Cool. Oh, yeah. All right, that's it. Snow, Canterbury. All right, that's it. We met snow just north of Concord, going through Franklin on the way to Canterbury. A little bit of snow. Northfield, New Hampshire. Tiny bit of snow around. More and more and more. Some ice there in the median. Okay, what portion of the video are we at now? Yeah, that's her at the end. Wait, no, wait. Golden Arches. Let's go down there. There must be some snow down there. This might have been Don Kent's exit. Last exit. he's interred in Weymouth. You drive for hours and hours through bare ground, wondering if there's going to be any snow. And what do you know? Here you go. Yes. Plenty of snow. So happy to be here. This camera can't do it, but the stars are incredible. So happy to finally be here. Fresh snow. That's it. This is kind of surprising. Nobody home at the early house. And you guys didn't pay the rent? It's not shoveled. I'll be happy to shovel it. Between peace and love. And the sky is unbelievable. Can't see it with this phone, but the Milky Way up here. Yeah. Awesome. Freshies.